I grew up just south of San Francisco, about 20 miles. And my family played a lot of music when I was a kid, a lot of fiddle players in my family, my grandpa's side, my mom's side of the family. So I was surrounded by fiddle music when I was a kid, and I was supposed to be a fiddle player, and my grandpa gave me one when I was 7 and gave me a lesson, but I never took it out of the case. And then when I was 13, I heard Mike Aldridge play. That's what got me into the dobro. I didn't have a dobro, but my mom had an old K guitar, just really a piece of junk guitar. And my brother had put a pen under the first fret to raise the strings up. That summer, I went up to my grandparents' campground. They owned a campground up in Northern California, way out in Sticks. And my grandma just started asking around. The nearest town was Garberville, which is a tiny little town. And lo and behold, she found this guy who's a great player and talked him into coming out to the campground once a week and giving me lessons. The first couple years I was playing, again, this is in the San Francisco Bay Area. For some reason, these guys started this thing called the Dobro Club. And there was about, 5 or 6 different Dobro players. Those guys would make me take solos, if we were sitting in a circle or whatever. And I was just starting to play. I didn't know how to play anything. And they would make me play a solo, and so it really got me improvising really early on. I moved to Nashville in '92, and I had been thinking about it for a long time. Alison Krauss had hired me to play on a Cox Family record. She had heard my playing and asked if I would come to town and play on this record. I mean, I always knew I wanted to do it, but just to come here and be thrust into a really great situation, a great circle of musicians like that, it was like, okay, I'm definitely doing this. After that, Jerry Douglas invited me to be a part of the Great Dobro Sessions. I was the youngest Dobro player on the record, so I went all the way from Brother Oswald to me and everybody in between. It was a real thrill and an honor to be on that record, and I was there for as much of it as I could because I wanted to hear Josh Graves record and, Brother Oswald and meet some of these guys that I had been listening to forever. I've been able to record, with a lot of my heroes. Top of that list would probably be Merle Haggard, he did a bluegrass album here, and I got the call to play on it, and we spent 2 days in the studio just sitting in a circle, cut everything live, played on a Don Henley record a few years ago, and that was an incredible, great song, a new original of his, and that was fun just to hear that voice and play behind it. And David Lee Roth, that was amazing. He did a tribute album to Van Halen a few years ago, and he sang on several cuts. Dolly Parton was also just a great experience. As soon as she walked down stage, she just turned on, and it was an amazing night every night. Just to be able to make a living playing the dobro is one of the things I'm proudest of. It's not easy, and it's probably about 2 or 3 people that get to do it. I'm one of those people. I'm really excited about this website because this gives us a powerful light, to shine on the dobro and to take away some of that mystery and explain and help people get better. That's what this whole website is about. I want to hear from the students, this is a way for us to reach them and for them to reach us. And I want to know what they want to learn. I want to know what they're interested in, and we've got a lot of content on there already. I want to hear from the dobro players out there in the world, and I want to hear, help me with this part, what's going on in the song. I'm looking forward to meeting all these great dobro players and helping them along their learning path.